Hello and welcome to another tale in Tamriel in which we explore the lore of the Elder Scrolls. What I need to say is I'm really happy with how the channel's grown and I'd love to see that continue, so please feel free to hit that like or subscribe button. Today we're going to explore the death of a wanderer. But because that story's quite short, I'm also going to try and merge in on Stepping Lightly, the Nordic Ruins of Skyrim. The last time I saw the old Argonian, I was taken by how alive he seemed, even though he was at the throes of death. The secret, he said, of staying alive, is not in running away, but by swimming directly at danger. Is that how you managed to find the claw? I asked, brandishing the small carving as if it were a weapon. I had found it among his possessions, which I was helping him to divvy amongst his benefactories. Do you know what this is? He asked. I've heard stories, I answered. The same as you. Looks like one of those claws for opening and sealing doors in the ancient crypts. I've never seen one for myself before though. And so you want me to have it? I joked. Where did you get this? It's truly amazing what you can find along the bottom of a lake, he answered. Did you ever try to use it? I whispered to him. He was staring at the ceiling now, and by the way his fogged eyes darted around the room, I could tell he was seeing his memories instead of the cracked stone above us. Dotting the landscape of Skyrim, the ancient Nordic ruins are a testament to the ingenuity of the Nordic people of the past. When constructing the final resting place of the noble class, these supposedly barbaric people proved quite the opposite, by developing some of the most sophisticated and clever defences ever encountered. Coupled with the presence of fearsome draugr, these tombs have become quite a challenge for the would-be treasure hunters. Suddenly the Argonian snapped at me. Where do you think I got this? He barked, tearing his tunic open and showing a white scar on his scales. The blasted draugr. They got the drop on me. Just too many of them. For the draugr tend to lay dormant until someone happens upon their resting place. These undead beings tend to animate rather rapidly and silently. Perhaps some of the most amazing engineering marvels of all to be found in the ruins are the switches and pressure plates and the traps designed to kill. Suddenly I felt awful, since I knew how much he hated talking about the battles he had been in. To him it was enough he had survived, and simply, any stories would just amount to boasting. For a while we sat in silence. You know what always bothered me? He asked. Why they even bothered with the symbols? The what? The symbols, you fool, look at the claw. I turned it over in my hand and sure enough, etched into the face were three animals. A bear, an owl, and some kind of insect. What do the symbols mean? He explained to me about the claw, and the animals that were etched onto it, and the sliding doors that it opened. I paused for a minute. Wait a minute, isn't that a little bit easy? Why even have the combination if you're going to write it on the key? For yes, it is true, the perils of the Nordic ruins are not without reward. The burial chambers in some of the larger complexes have been known to contain all manners of riches, from gold coins to even the occasional enchanted weapon or armour. The Argonian then replied, as I lay there bleeding on the floor, I figured it out. The doors. They were never meant to keep people out. They were meant to keep the Draugr in. Well, thank you for making it this far. This was my first attempt to try to merge two books together from the Elder Scrolls, and I hope it turned out okay. As always, all the comments and the feedback are greatly appreciated.